Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is I once again, Mr. Cinema Junkie, and I have just gotten back from making a return to my local Redbox. I still have two of their movies. I didn't pick up any more because they don't have any of the ones I want to see. So, shit. But I will be checking out another Redbox that's not too far away. Kind of walking distance, I guess. Depends. Unless it starts raining again like it did yesterday. But anyways, let me get right to the heart of the matter. Because God forbid my video goes over the 15 minutes I was originally allotted long time ago. Um, of the two movies that I saw, one I was really glad I got. Let me start with the first one because it's not going to be a long review at all. It was called The Dead Reborn. Now, that drums up a lot of pictures and images of zombie babies. It's not. At least I don't think it is because it's an anthology. It's got three stories in it. The first story is some people making a movie in this place that's supposed to be abandoned, and in the bottom they find all this weird like medical shit, and they open up this big coffin-shaped deal, and there's a guy standing there that looks like Rob Zombie. Um, Somehow they incorporate this coffin-looking thing into their movie, and as the guy's putting all these pegs in there, light comes out of it, and little by little things start happening, and the guy comes out alive. He's not dead anymore. I mean, the guy, when they found him, was dead, but they figured, hey, let's use him in the movie, which smacked of children shouldn't play with dead things. That's what it reminded me of when they start messing with the corpse and stuff while they're doing their little play and shit and whatever. Um, but then the creatures that come through one looks like Tim from House of a Thousand Corpses, the guy all mangled walking around, big ears. He just passed away recently. And the other one looked like the zombie from the cover of the Dead Hate the Living. Now, at first I thought these were just very sad coincidences, but then later on, there's a scene where, for some reason, there's a graveyard in the building. They chalk it up to that this machine that brought them to life has them hanging in like an alternate universe, like in a limbo of sorts. So everything is all in this little round zombie looking fucker's world. And he's standing on something that is like a set. And that's the part I was kind of like, well, is that supposed to be like a stage set and he's making it real? Or is that really supposed to be a graveyard he's standing on? Because either way, it looks like shit. And they're coming out of the graves and stuff, and one of the grave markers says Lucio Fulci on it. And I thought, okay, another nod. So obviously, some of these so-called coincidences aren't such coincidences after all. So then they have no way out. Everybody's, they do this like stupid battle scene. They dress up like zombies so that they look like the zombies can walk through. And remember, this is all the first story, and it's not a very long story at that. But they find their escape through that doorway that looks like a coffin. They go in there, and the two surviving people, a guy and a girl, and they kiss and they walk through, and then they look, and it's like the land of the dead, and there's a mountain with a skull on it, and she turns to him and says, "What do we do now?" And he says, "We try to live." And they walk off, and that scene just totally smacks of the ending scene of The Beyond. So it's like they borrowed from all these different elements and made this story. Next story. These people go to a place that looks like an old prison. There's coffins, and each coffin has a candle on top of it. And from the way they're talking, they're there for the funeral of a friend. And then they all show up, say, "Hey, come on, you would have wanted it this way, and we're here to pay our respects." And they get to the coffin, and the guy jumps out of the coffin and says, "You could have got me a bottle of Jack Daniels, you cheap bastards." Then the story switches. Okay, and everybody's still like on board with everything. You think that, being his friend and being heartbroken and be like, "You fucking asshole, I'm getting out of here." But that didn't happen. This guy comes to him with this proposition that they can make millions of dollars if they can find proof of this key that will unlock this door that Centuries ago, they locked the executioners in, and ladies and gentlemen, that is where I turned the movie off. I can't take this anymore. Can't take it. This whole shit's becoming so weak and convoluted. That's it. I'm done. So, do I need to say whether I would recommend it or not? I'm not going to recommend that movie. The Dead Reborn. If you see it at Redbox and you've got $1.20 to throw around, go right for it. The second movie, though, a gem. I have one of maybe three major fears in this world, and they touched on one of them: tornadoes. There's a family of four, a wife and three daughters, and they are the mother is a recovering alcoholic, and they're on their way to go pick up their dad from the airport, who's coming back from Iraq. On the way, they get hit with a really bad storm. There's a tornado in their rearview mirror, and they're running for cover. They get to a house, they bang on the door, nobody answers, so they find the side of the house, there's a storm cellar. They get in there, they rush down in there, and they brave the storm. The storm passes. There's a tree blocking the door. They can't lift it, they can't get out of there, so they're knocking on the floor with the broom. Nobody's answering. Later, they hear footsteps, so they start knocking again, but nobody's answering. So one of the daughters says, "Look, the window on the side is broken. If you lift me up, they'll try and get out." So they break all the glass with the break. They break the rest of the glass with the broomstick. They raise her up, put her through there, and something attacks her and gives her 2 rows of bite marks. 2 rows of them. So you know it's not a dog. You know it's not a human. Whatever it is, it's some kind of fucked up beast, but they don't know what it is. So they're writing it off that a dog attacked her. In the course, there were some weak parts. I will admit there were some weak parts. When you start losing family and you just shrug it off like, well, que sera, sera. Let's get on with life. That really doesn't ring authentic. There should be some gnashing of teeth and some hearts breaking. But I will say this for the movie: I loved it. I loved it because it was a good old-fashioned like monster movie. When was the last time you saw a really good monster movie? I don't mean like Cloverfield with this big gigantic monster, Godzilla and stuff like that. I'm talking like the Wolfman kind of stuff. You know, the moon comes out, guy turns into a werewolf, that kind of stuff. Because in this movie, that's what happens when storms come around. The worse the storm happens, the more people change into these creatures. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. It was a lot of fun, and I really dug it, and I can't wait to own it one of these days. So if you're at a Redbox and you want to rent something, they have Nailbiter there, definitely give it a look. You might like it as much as I did. And finally, I received a package in the mail. Not a big surprise. This has nothing to do with any of the other packages I've been getting. I actually ordered this. So I'm basically just sharing with you what I received. Can't find my other knife. Got to use this one. This is one I should have owned a long time ago, quite seriously. Because I love this movie. Love it. Absolutely love it to death. And you may agree with me, or you may disagree with me. Either way is fine, because, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We may have... Hold on a second. Oh, okay. Where the fuck did this come from? First of all, I thought I got the wrong movie. Then I saw the title and I thought it was the wrong version of the movie. Now I'm looking at it. This is supposed to be used, and it's in a brand new wrapper. It's still factory sealed. This has got to be from like Canada or something. Yeah. I think I got a Canadian copy because it's got a description of the movie in French as well, which is okay because it's still Region 1. I'm not crazy about the cover art. I am in no way crazy about the cover art. And you tell me whether you agree with it or not. But the movie I got is The Crazies, which is this one here, right here. See it? The Crazies. That's the cover art that I'm used to. guy dragging the pitchfork behind him, and you know, it's just crazy. I'm used to that. I like that. This one, I'm not really I'm not really keen on it too much. It has a lady with a gas mask and missiles flying everywhere, but it is the remake. It is the one that I wanted, and yeah, it says the terrifying reinvention of George Romero's horror classic. So I guess that's cool. I wasn't expecting this, and plus, like I said, it's brand new. It was supposed to be used, but the one I ordered was used. So yeah, I got this. Okay, I'll take it. Does anybody else out there like this movie as much as I did? I mean, I like the original, but the original kind of dragged in some parts. This one kept a good pace. It kept me interested, which is good because lately I've been finding myself unable to keep attention on things. My mind just drifts. So maybe I have ADD. I don't know. I could. I don't know. So, anyways, this is The Crazies. It's based on George Romero's hit of the same name from way back when, and Butterfly. Yeah, it was terrible. I don't know why I even went there. But anyways, yep, can't wait to watch this one. Love it, love it, love it. Do I recommend it? Of course I recommend it. I just said I love this movie. Why wouldn't I recommend a movie that I love? I'm just really tripping out about this artwork. I mean, I pulled it out of there. I was like, what the hell? I got sent a bootleg. But no, it's the real deal. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to enjoy this new flavor of Arizona called Grape Lime Ricky. I love the cherry lime Ricky, but grape and lime, that's kind of interesting. That's pretty fucking good. Okay, well, hope this one was to everybody's liking. Take care. Good seeing you all. And I'll be talking to you all real soon. Take care.